Mark had always preferred the solitude of his cabin in the woods. After a tragic accident, he'd isolated himself, and the outside world was a distant memory. One bitterly cold night, Mark sat alone by the fire, nursing an injury from a fall. The storm outside raged, and the isolation felt heavier than usual. Suddenly, a soft knock at the door. Confused and startled, Mark slowly opened it, and to his surprise there stood a large, weary wolf, its fur matted from the snow. The wolf's amber eyes locked onto his, unblinking. Mark hesitated, unsure what to do. But the wolf stepped forward, nudging him gently with its head, as if to say, "Let me in." Skeptical but desperate for some company, Mark let the animal inside. The wolf stayed close to him for the rest of the night, curling up near the fire. As the storm worsened, Mark fell into a restless sleep. The next morning, Mark awoke to a sound. Something was wrong. The wolf was standing near the window, growling low and tense. Mark's heart raced. He stood up and followed the wolf's gaze outside. A blizzard had covered the path leading out of the cabin, and in the distance, he could just make out the shadow of a man, staggering through the storm. Mark's heart dropped. He realized his own injury could have left him trapped if he hadn't been warned. The wolf continued to growl, pushing Mark toward the door. Mark, still unsure of what to do, decided to follow. Outside, he struggled through the deep snow, but with the wolf guiding him, he made his way toward the stranger. As Mark got closer, he found the man collapsed in the snow, barely conscious. Without hesitation, Mark helped him back to the cabin. As the man regained consciousness, he could hardly believe what had happened. "How did you find me?" he asked Mark, but Mark only smiled and looked at the wolf, who was now resting by the fire, its amber eyes soft and calm. The wolf had not just saved a stranger, it had saved him too, reminding him that even in the deepest isolation, help could come from the most unexpected.